Hi, everyone, and welcome to the fall edition of Conquer Local Connect 2021. We are so excited to be back doing this online event, and a big thank you to all of you for joining us. Your time is valuable, and as always, we appreciate you taking some of that valuable time to spend here with us today. My name is Jeff Tomlin. I'm a co-founder and the CMO here at Vendasta, and I love getting to hear from our partners at these events. We have a packed program here today, so I'll walk you through our agenda. We're going to run through some of the exciting and upcoming releases for the year, and then we'll dive into some of the learnings from our customer divisions. We've got an enlightening panel discussion with some of our favorite partners who talk about how they've leveraged the Conquer Local community to grow and scale. You're sure to glean some interesting insights from their experiences. This fall, Vendasta acquired an exciting technology company, Calendar Hero. Today, you're going to meet Roy Pereira, who's going to tell you about our plans and how you and your customers will be able to leverage this exciting addition to our platform. Vendasta COO Jackie Cook is going to walk you through some of the incredible lessons that we've learned with our most recent research initiative. Shakia is going to walk you through how we've revolutionized our marketing services delivery to adapt to your changing needs. Finally, and backed by popular demand, we're going to wrap up with a community session where you can rub shoulders with other Vendasta partners and our team members, share experiences, and discuss business strategies. I'm excited to get things going, but I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we have tons of prizes and promos here at this event. Tune in, complete the local SEO hero course in the Academy to win big prizes. We're giving away tons of product, door prizes, swag, Apple Watches. This is going to be a compact couple of hours. Good luck, Conquerors. Local businesses need a hero. They need someone who knows their business, someone who can position them against Amazons and the big box stores, someone who wants them to succeed and has a game plan to make it happen. Local businesses need you. And with that, everybody, let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, many of you know our next speaker who is responsible for Conquer Local's fun and energizing atmosphere. Colleen Mcgrath is our Senior Manager of Community, and she'll be introducing 3 partners who are thriving in the Conquer Local ecosystem. Please welcome Colleen Mcgrath.
Welcome to our 2021 Conquer Local Connect All Partner Panel. My name is Colleen Mcgrath, Senior Manager of Community, and today we're joined by 3 of our incredible partners and Conquer Local community members. We have Kathy Paterni.
Hello.
Robert Davis.
Hello.
And Ryan Blitz.
Hey.
We launched Conquer Local in 2018, and since then it has evolved into this incredible ecosystem. And this ecosystem was built for all of you. We knew our partners needed resources and support, and I had the privilege in helping to create it. So let's get the show on the road. Let me introduce our panelists. Kathy has more than 2 decades of experience in traditional marketing and joined Vendasta in June 2020 to really build her skills in digital marketing and grow her business. She has since become one of our most decorated Academy members with all of her fancy badges, and she's a regular participant and contributor in our Friday community sessions. Now we have Robert Davis. We met Robert at our 2018 Conquer Local conference in Banff. And since then, he's become a strong advocate, mentor, and a resource to countless other Academy members. Finally, we have Ryan Blitz. With a background in business technology, Ryan joined Vendasta in December of last year. So this month marks your 1-year anniversary. Happy anniversary, Ryan.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, so welcome everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out of serving your local businesses to share a bit of your story with us today. I want to start with you, Kathy.
Sure.
You've completely transformed yourself into a digital marketing expert. I want to know how Conquer Local and the Academy have impacted the growth of your business since you've joined. And you've also managed to achieve an impressive 93% close rate with your clients. Perhaps also a few insights on how you've made that happen.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you all for having us today. Thank you, Robert and Ryan. And of course, Colleen, you do a great job. So I want to make sure you get your kudos. Yes. So I have been in traditional marketing for over 25 plus years. The opportunity to join Vendasta, the Conquer Local Academy, has really, as you said, let me expand my horizons. As I was a traditional marketer, I was able to tap into the network of partners, especially with accountability groups and mastermind. Now, I don't say that lightly because it's really important that the community understands it's a safe space and things that you share are really held in high regard with other agencies. So you have to make sure that you go in with both feet. Don't think if you hold back, it's going to help you, and don't be shy. So get involved with other partners that know more and less than you, because you can learn from everybody.
That's great. Yes, I love your accountability group story, Kathy. Okay, Robert, you're up. So
All right.
you've also been a huge contributor to the community since we've kicked things off, and you're the perfect example of the student becoming the teacher. What did you take away from stepping up as a mentor and advisor to some of our newer mentors?
Oh, wow. First, I'm gonna echo Kathy's sentiment. Thanks for having me here. Ryan, Colleen, Kathy, you guys are great. I got to say, I'm like a walking, breathing testament to the law of reciprocity. I've been around since before there was a local community. So I didn't have, resources like there are today. So I had to go out and find, seasoned individuals who were willing to mentor me and help me kind of navigate this sea of confusion as running an agency. I've been very fortunate with not only my own family and friends, but the Vendastas family to have found some really key people who have kind of brought me along, kind of showed me the roadmap, if you will, to kind of avoid a lot of the landmines early on. So if that happened for me, it was just natural for me to want to give back. Some people say pay it forward. I'm more about let me throw the rope back because the rope was thrown back for me. So it's been a wonderful experience, and I look forward to continuing.
And Robert, once upon a time, you told me a story about telling your kids about being a guest. Do you mind sharing that with everyone?
Okay, scared me there. I told you a lot of stories. All right. Yeah, and this kind of echoes what Kathy was saying as well with respect to accountability. I tell my kids when they were much younger, if we were invited to someone's home, whether for a holiday event or even just a social event, I would always say to them, here it is, we're being hosted, by this family or this individual. And it might be a dinner or some sort of a gathering. And I say, it's up to them to make us feel welcomed in their home. It's up to them to make us feel included, within the experience. But it's also important for us as guests, as participants to this event, to also, be engaging, to also let them know that we want to be here. We're appreciative of being part of this event, part of this experience. And by doing that, we're going to kind of open our mouths. We're not going to be shy. We're going to ask, can we help you set up? Can we help you clean up? What can we do to make this better? And we're also going to communicate with others in the room, let them know, hey, you were invited, you must be special. We were invited, we must be special. Let's see if there's a connection between us because we already have a mutual friend in our host.
I love that.
And we are special.
That's exactly right. You are special.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan, next I want to hear from you. Once again, congratulations on 1 year anniversary with Vendasta. Can you tell me your biggest accomplishment since joining and your favorite parts being involved with the community?
Sure, I'd love to. I can start by saying I echo Kathy and I echo Robert and thanking both of them for having me and being on this panel together. This is not the first time that we've all interacted. They're fantastic to have around. So thank you for having us. Like you said, we did join in December of last year. It has been 1 year that we have been with Vendasta, and what a year it has been. The year is my accomplishment. Everything all inclusive, from us searching for solutions and discovering Vendasta to the conception and birth of Cerberus. I now have the freedom and flexibility to work, collaborate where I want, when it's needed. As long as I have cell service or Wi-Fi, I'm good to plug in.
And to Ryan's point, the reason I think that we all come to the table and we all bring something unique is all three of us, I know Roberts does this, is we have processes, we have strategies, and we don't detract from that, and we don't go off the yellow brick road. You said earlier, why is my success rate so high? And I'm sure it's the same for Robert and Ryan, is that we follow a strategy. I use a 5-point checklist. I use the snapshot report religiously. It is the biggest opportunity for every single potential client to realize what they don't have.
Yeah.
And really, when you come down to it, that's where we go. That's why we're successful, because we plant the seeds in the beginning on fertile soil.
You know, you have
Amen.
the recipe for success. We just have to communicate it.
Yep.
Amen.
I just love it, you guys, that it's a great peek in what you do in this ecosystem. You really bring it to life. So I want to do a little bit around the room for this next question. Can each of you share a story of a customer you've delighted recently, and then perhaps some of the tools that you use to make it happen? Kathy, let's start with you.
Sure, absolutely. Terrific. So as I just said, that everything starts with a foundation. Potential clients don't recognize what they need until you actually show them. Because quite frankly, if you tell a client, oh, you need to have your listing on Google, or you need to have a Google My Business profile page, it means nothing to them until you take it to the next level and say, how many times did you search on Google today? Or how many times did you search for something today? And how was your experience, the user experience? If you want to validate websites, social marketing, Google profile, those are validators, reviews, those are all validators. That goes into building a foundation. Nothing can happen without that. Somebody said something to me recently. You could stumble into the best sales opportunities and make money hand over fist, but you're doing it in the dark. So unless you actually know what's happening and what the outcomes are, to be able to do digital advertising, to do real Google ads or display or local ads or even geofencing, to go after lead magnet strategies doesn't make any sense. And why am I saying this? Because it's steps. Again, follow the foundation, those foundational footprints. It's a yellow brick road for a reason. So when I bring this to my clients or my potential clients, the first thing I do is I pull away the whole layers and say, what are you really working with? And without that, there's nothing. So this again, my success story is I have a client. They were paying $5,000 a month for digital advertising. Their website wasn't right. They had no strong listing management. They had no Google My Business. They had no real reviews. And they couldn't understand why they weren't getting more business. So I had to break the ice, pull it back, tell them this is what you need and this is why, because you just can't throw something against the wall and tell the client, yeah, that's going to work. You have to show them. And with our foundation and our dashboard, we show them, well, your listing started off in the F quadrant, in the lowest percentile. And look where you are right now. And look at now how on your dashboard, how people are finding you. So it's not just the solution, it's the combination of all of these elements put together so that it's transparent. So what we're doing shows not only a value of, oh, I got a phone call, but they're actually seeing intrinsic value. That's highly, highly important. Then you go on to do all the other things that go into it, lead magnet campaigns and digital advertising. Because again, if you're throwing water into a rusty bucket with holes, what have you got? A puddle underneath it, and that's it.
Well said. Well said. Ryan, you're up. What's your story of customer delight?
Oh, well, it started when I pulled out most of my hair, and Robert and Kathy will probably tell you, trying to figure out a solution for advertising for a client of ours that is in the health and medical field was a very interesting navigation. They came to us with an ads budget in mind of here's what we want to do. And it turns out that their particular vertical, they would actually derank if they were to run an actual digital ads campaign.
Oh, okay.
And that was, to quote Kathy, to break the ice. That was a tough conversation to have is, look, guys, I know you had a budget in mind. I know you had a plan in mind, but we're going to have to disrupt that because it doesn't work. Google and Facebook changed their rules. Yeah. So I learned, I translated that to the client, and we came up with a solution utilizing the toolkit and some custom content creation to have an organic solution so that they can do their advertisements and still rank higher for what they want to be found for without taking any of the negative impacts from getting caught up in a digital ad. So being able to collaborate with them and our partners, for me, was a huge win, and the client is thrilled. We are now hosting and supporting their website and everything else.
That's great. Yeah, it's not an easy conversation to say, I know what you guys want to do, but this isn't what you should do. So
I had to straight tell them I can't put my name behind that because I am so sure that it will be a negative effect. So,
and you got to learn to say no, and that's hard for agency partners.
But they were happy to have the feedback, and we're totally thrilled to have our solutions. Great, we're going a different direction. You are the expert. We trust you, and it's off to the races. So it's very positive experiences.
I think you just said something that is very crucial. They trusted you. So, okay, let's move on. Robert, what about you? Who's the latest customer that have been singing your praises?
Oh, wow. Okay, this is an easy one. I'll keep it simple. I'll start with the beginning. I'll start with the end in mind. So, Listing Builder, Calendar Hero. Thank you, Vendasta. A new branded URL.
Yep.
A Google Workspace account. Email signatures for all of their staff. All right. These are they're not highly, saucy products or solutions, but they're foundational pieces that are important in any brand. And the key is that this accounting client I've known for the greater part of a year now, and they're all actually part of my networking organization. And every week I get in front of this organization and I talk about my services. I talk about marketing. I talk about the importance of having a branded email, a branded URL, the importance of having, consistent message, consistent look and feel throughout your marketing. And I don't really talk about advertising, things of that nature, because I don't want to overwhelm them too much. But there was a period of time as I was wondering to myself, am I reaching these people? Am I connecting with them? Are they getting these simple messages? And at one point I was really like, maybe I should just, leave the group. But 2 weeks ago, I'm at a social event for this organization, and I get approached by no less than 4 members in this group, and they're telling me, basically reiterating to me things that I've been saying over the year. And what I took from that, and what delighted not only my client, but actually me in turn, is that the consistency in my messaging and the persistency of not trying to change, with the flowing wind really began to bear fruit. And now, since I've signed on this client, which by the way, was just last Friday, she's already delivered to me 3 referrals.
That's incredible.
So it's pretty exciting. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, now that we've covered the foundation for why the Conquer Local community and the Academy has helped you grow, not only on a professional level, but I really want some insight around how the ecosystem has impacted you on a personal level. Ryan, let's start with you.
I would say the Conquer Local ecosystem, it's a resource and a support structure, but it's also a networking group. We're a community of competitors, but we're also friends, coaches, mentors. And to me, that makes navigating new territories fun and exciting. Like Kathy has said, you take what people that know more than you, and you take from people that know less than you, because everybody knows something. To me, that community is a rising tide lifts all ships kind of deal. And everybody is there to either learn, support, figure something out, find solutions. It's a very positive place, and that makes for a very positive experience.
Yeah. Okay, Robert, you're up. How has it changed you personally?
These are all softball questions, Colleen. This is going to be tough, man. Listen, in a nutshell, the community gives me a sense of belonging. All right. We're all, for the most part, entrepreneurs or solopreneurs. We're running agencies, and we're tasked with a lot of, objectives, how our positioning, our messaging, the products that we're going to offer our clients, the experience that we want our clients to have with us. All these things are very overwhelming, and they create a lot of anxiety. And even though we all may have family and friends who support us, they don't really truly understand, what it's like to go through what we go through on a day-to-day basis. So to be able to step into a room of like-minded individuals, people that are, going through some of the same trials and successes, is good, because they can offer the right type of constructive criticism, the right type of support and insight. And for me, it's been I guess, a priceless thing to be part of. One last thing I will add to that is, I use the community now, in my time, I use it more as a proving ground. All right. Where else can I step in front of a group of people who are familiar with what it is I'm talking about? Because they often say, if you're doing any sort of public speaking, don't worry about the content too much, because, your audience knows less than you know. But in this case, my audience is kind of on par. If not, they may know more. So when I throw something out there, it's to test to see, is this a viable thought? Is this a viable, concept that I'm going to turn over to my clients or my staff first? And, based on what feedback I get and the input I get, it's helped me really structure and form Core Unlimited into what it is today. So it's been, it's been an amazing, amazing experience when traded.
And I love being one of Robert's guinea pigs.
Exactly.
Mentor.
We look forward to those group meetings because there's always something new or exciting or different that is going to captivate the group.
You all have so much to learn from each other, right?
I do every single day. And sometimes, since it's my turn, I'll just take up the reins. Sometimes it isn't just about the business side of things. It's about propping people up. It's about giving them the confidence, giving them reassurance, and making them understand that they're valid and that they're important, because we tend to be a little siloed. And for me, the community, I like when people do things together, right? I don't like when there's silence, because I always think silence is a void, and this void is not allowed. So that's oftentimes I will pipe up in the community sessions, and we've all talked about this. 9 times out of 10, it's Robert or I going first, because he's, first of all, he always has the sage ideas. I've just got the rather I won't say big mouth.
That's not true.
I'm outspoken. So I like to make sure that icebreaker is something that was very general, to what was being said, but gives people the opportunity. And that also gives me an opportunity to get to learn about other people. I mean, today alone, I spoke to 3 other Vendasta partners, 3. And every single one of them brought something unique for me that helped me. And then I, in turn, will do something for someone else. So you have to always think about what you're doing and how. That's the pay it forward. I think Ryan said it. That's that part of it where you're doing something not for the sake of getting something in return, but knowing that it's going to come back to you in spades.
Yeah. Okay, let's wrap things up.
We're gonna wrap up. Okay.
No, Robert, let's hear it.
I just want to add two quick points. First one is when I found out I was going to be on this panel, of course, I was extremely humbled and overwhelmed. When I found out who my panel mates were going to be, I was even more excited because I really think that we really use the system. I think it was a few weeks ago. I'm on a community session call. I get a text message from my buddy Ryan. And the only reason I get that text message is because he and I have actually made inroads outside of the community sessions. We don't wait till, Friday, to communicate with each other. And because we've done that, we've grown closer outside of the community, and we're actually able to share ideas, to kind of feed off of one another. So he calls me, he texts me to say, I'm working on this case. I really need some help with it. I got a client that needs an app built right away. Can you help me out with that? And I'm like, dude, community session, you got to jump on the call right now. He didn't realize that with daylight savings time, thank you, Saskatoon, that you guys had started earlier. He jumps on the call. He throws that out there to the masses, to the crowd, if you will. And guess who raises their hand and gives some input on that? Our panelists right here. Kathy raised her hand. I got somebody going to work with you. So that's one thing. But the other thing I will just mention, and this just happened recently. Ryan and I were on a call, and I think it's our Water Cooler Wednesday call that we're sometimes on. And I was giving some insight into how I build my marketplace store. And I was going through some steps with it. And Ryan made some comments about how the store is designed now to, take, immediate purchases and things like that. And being kind of an old dog, a seasoned dog, I'm kind of set in my ways in a sense. Even if you're that type of agency, you've been around Vendasta for some time, but you haven't been in any of the community sessions in a while, I would definitely submit to you that you should jump back into the fold, because he said some things to me that sparked my imagination. He said, you know what? I maybe need to go back and revisit, the marketplace, the store itself, and how to utilize it. So I'm definitely reaching out to him in the coming days to say, tell me a little bit more, because I'm obviously a little bit, out of the loop. So it works all the way around.
Loop me in on that one.
Absolutely.
The power panel continues.
The power panel. Okay, power panel. Let's wrap things up. I know, I want to know in one sentence or less, and I know that's hard for everyone, one sentence or less. If someone was starting with Vendasta today, what would be the best piece of advice for them? One sentence. Kathy?
I would have to say it is join the community with everything that you've got. And can I say like ... Because if you don't, it would be the
Awesome.
Fair enough.
Well done. Well done. Okay. Robert, what about you?
Very simple. Be coachable and join the community, but don't just join the community, be in the community.
Hmm,
All right. That's it.
love that. Okay, Ryan, take us home. One piece of advice.
I have a great piece of advice because I would love to have been able to have followed it myself.
Perfect.
Use the academy and the community. They are invaluable. Semicolon. You're only going to get in what you put out.
Nice.
Woo!
Nice.
Excellent. Very
Oh, dude.
Punctuation, man.
Adaptable.
Punctuation.
I said that completely backwards, didn't I? You only get out what you put in.
We knew what you meant.
Put in. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you three for joining us. I know everyone watching right now appreciates all your insights. If anyone has any questions for myself, Kathy, Robert, or Ryan, hit us up in the community. We're sharing right now the LinkedIn profiles for everyone, so you can also connect there, and we would be happy to talk with you. Community has always been essential, but has become a lifeline over the past few years. Having each other for support, guidance, education, and trust is pushing us to be better versions of ourselves and build better businesses. When the Conquer Local Academy was launched in 2020, we didn't know how big of a need we were tapping into. Our community started to flourish, and now, nearly 2 years later, we continue to shape it as we learn and grow with you, our partners. We have seen you develop relationships with one another. We had an idea of what community meant to our organization, but you took this idea and instilled the emotions and a let's succeed together attitude that reminds us that you aren't just partners to us, but partners to each other. The community sessions and Water Cooler Wednesdays have allowed us to be face-to-face, whether we are learning from guests, taking time from their business to share with us their expertise, or simply from one another. These sessions have started to feel more like like-minded colleagues getting together with a shared goal of bettering themselves, their business, and those around them. Our goal is to provide you with tangible takeaways from each session so that you can rework, rewire, and reimagine your business. One of our favorite conversations, the Conquer Local podcast, has brought new mentors and friends into our lives. And we can't thank the Master of Sales Chief Customer Officer, George Leith, enough for his passion and expertise engaging with our guests from all over the world. We now have over 200 episodes, and we had the opportunity to record more than 6,000 minutes distilling best practices and relevant, tangible information for you. The message of the Conquer Local podcast has traveled from continent to continent with listeners in 50 countries. We are wrapping up season 4, and season 5 will continue to bring sales leaders, marketers leading local economic growth, entrepreneurs creating their dream organizations, and offer a friendly, I'll see you when I see you. The learning continues in our Conquer Local Academy. Ambitious entrepreneurs flock to the courses, and it's no surprise that partners who engage with the Academy go on to be more successful. We see you taking courses at all times of the day, packing knowledge into your schedule when it suits you best. We develop courses that provide understanding in the industry and help scale your business with meaning. We're expanding our Academy content by collaborating with industry experts to bring you powerful insights. And we're taking a deep dive into our existing courses to keep our content fresh and up to date for our learners. A few other things you'll notice. We've opened up the community to the public, so people interested in Vendasta can hear from you directly. The community is now integrated with the help feature in Partner Center. The user experience and interface got a massive upgrade. And we now have faster loading time for web pages. And perhaps the most well-received release this year was the ability to share your badges to LinkedIn. Academy badges are now splashed all over LinkedIn. Thank you for holding our feet to the fire and keeping us creating content that makes you the local hero. We're not slowing down. 2022 will be a scaling year as we continue to build on your amazing contributions. Thank you for making us an essential part of your day and for conquering local at our side.
Hey Conkers, we've been hard at work building out some fantastic new and upcoming features for our platform, and I'm excited to show them off. Our goal is to empower you with a suite of tools that allows you to truly become a local hero for your customers. It all starts with understanding the core needs of your prospects, and being found online is at the top of the list. If your prospects aren't found online, they're invisible to potential new customers. Without a strong SEO strategy, local businesses will not be found on search engines like Google. Google is constantly making updates, like their recent move to change Google My Business to Google Business Profile, meaning that there's never been a better time to offer SEO services. But how do you go about showing them this vital piece of a marketing strategy? That's where our new local search results section of Snapshot Report comes in. With this new data now featured prominently within Snapshot Report, easily show your prospects how they rank within Google as well as against their direct competitors. With our map display, you can show them multiple hotspots, allowing them to see how they rank across their local area, or even the entire city. Show them if they show up in the top 3 Google search results, and exactly who they rank against. They may even see a business they never thought of as a competitor before. Check out our free comprehensive guide on how to conquer local SEO to ensure your customers are found fast and first. Now that you've shown your prospects how important their local SEO strategy is to their online success, it's time to track that prospect through the sales funnel. There's no better way to do that than with Sales and Success Center's sales pipeline. You can now manage and track your business opportunities like never before. Easily manage a growing list of prospects and opportunities with our new filtering options. Create any filter you need and save it as a template. This allows you to quickly view your sales pipeline in your preferred configuration, saving you time and avoiding repetition. Prefer to manage those opportunities in a spreadsheet? You can now export data directly from your sales pipeline into a CSV. With these great releases, you can manage your sales opportunities your way. Now that you've made that connection with the local business, it's time to send them a beautiful looking proposal to close the deal. Impressing your prospects with the perfect proposal has never been easier with Vendastas Proposal Builder. With easy to customize templates, you can spend more time finding solutions to your clients' problems and less on building sales presentations from scratch. Our pre-made templates feature products and services from Vendastas Marketplace, such as local SEO services, and are pre-populated with everything you need: details, what your client can expect, key selling points, service level agreements, and more. And since they're integrated with the Vendasta platform, they'll automatically pull in information like your client's business name and pricing tables for their selected packages. Proudly displaying your company's branding, your brand new proposal is ready to send in no time. While Proposal Builder isn't available to everyone just yet, we're hard at work perfecting it, and you'll be able to access it in 2022. So you've successfully highlighted your prospect's local SEO rank using Snapshot Report, tracked that sales opportunity through your pipeline, and have created a beautiful proposal to help close the deal. Now comes the hard part of fulfilling the services you just sold. With Task Manager, that becomes a breeze. The work we've been doing has helped make using Task Manager as your primary fulfillment platform even easier. With Fuzzy Search, easily find the accounts, projects, and tasks that your team is working on. Task Manager's integration with the communications inbox means that you can have insightful conversations with your clients and give them complete transparency on the work you're doing for their business. With this added functionality, you'll be able to fulfill your clients' needs effortlessly while ensuring they remain updated on the important work you're doing on their behalf. As you can see, we've been hard at work making the Vendasta platform the best place to market, sell, bill, and fulfill. Check out our Academy to access a variety of courses and learn more about these amazing features.
Up next, we have a new addition to Vendasta. Roy Pereira joined our team through Vendasta's acquisition of the industry's most exciting scheduling software, Calendar Hero. I'm not even kidding, it's actually really exciting. We're lucky to be welcoming Roy and his team to the Vendasta family. After Roy's session, Jill Renwick, VP of Product, is going to give us a software demo so you can put those tactics into action. Please welcome GM of Calendar Hero, Roy Pereira.
Hi, everyone. I'm Roy Pereira, the GM and ex-CEO of Calendar Hero. We were just acquired by Vendasta a couple of months ago as their first acquisition. but we've been around for about 6 years, automating meeting and appointment scheduling. I'm excited to spend a few minutes with you today. As you can probably gather, I'm not a fan of scheduling meetings manually. In fact, after 6 years of not doing that, I actually feel a bit of physical pain when someone asks me, hey, when do you have time to meet? Not everyone realizes there's an alternative though, but there is. With Calendar Hero, our meeting scheduler can help businesses eliminate phone tag, back and forth emails, and all that manual coordination that meetings require. In this session, you're going to find out why I stopped scheduling meetings manually, and also why you and your clients will also want to do that. But first, a little story. So it's a story about a busy professional who was frustrated that he didn't have enough time to actually do his job. This employee spent way too much of his time scheduling, rescheduling, and preparing for meetings with his customers and coworkers. So this employee decided to do a bit of math and calculated how much time he and his coworkers were wasting on scheduling. There's a lot of hidden work that exists within scheduling. An average professional spends at least 15 hours per month on scheduling alone. This only increases for customer-facing businesses. Think about barbershops, home professionals, real estate agents, sales teams. I like to call this death by 1,000 requested emails. If you haven't already guessed, that employee that I'm talking about is me. So my team and I built an AI-powered meeting and appointment scheduler called Calendar Hero. Hundreds of thousands of small businesses and professionals rely on Calendar Hero every day to automate scheduling. As a result, we're able to increase their booking rates, drive revenue from selling their time and services, and offload scheduling tasks that keep them from actually running their businesses. An automated meeting scheduler is a foundational tool for any business that wants to bring in more revenue and really thrive in a digital-first economy. Before I get into some industry stats, I want to tell you another story. This time about my barber. So I went to the barber recently for a haircut. True story. As you can tell, my hair really doesn't need that much work. But my haircut took a lot longer than usual. Several moments during my appointment, my barber had to leave and actually answer his phone. Why? Well, he can't really afford not to. Every phone call that he gets is a potential new booking. The problem is that by doing that, he loses points with my customer satisfaction. And how many customers can he actually manage during that day if he's constantly busy picking up the phone? He also can't afford to do that. And having to rely on traditional scheduling, manually answering the phone to book his customers, it's not that sustainable. It's actually a huge barrier to growth. To put this into perspective, let's look at a few industry statistics. 3.2 billion is the estimated value savings of using scheduling software. This is a tremendous savings. By automating scheduling, businesses eliminate the need to hire additional staff and to cut down on the amount of time that existing employees are spending on scheduling. That means a lot more time for selling and engaging customers. This other stat is significant for appointment-based businesses. The most popular time to book an appointment is Sunday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. when no one is actually open. So by utilizing scheduling automation, businesses can experience a passive, automatic way to grow, and they don't have to be limited by their opening hours. That's really why we built Calendar Hero. And we made sure to automate everything needed for that appointment and meeting. Calendar Hero's industry-leading scheduling technology helps small businesses manage every aspect of their scheduling workflow. And that includes calendar bookings, sending reminders, setting up video conferencing, and processing payments. Scheduling automation ties into a plethora of customer touchpoints. Just connect Calendar Hero to your client's CRM, their marketing software, or Zapier to complete an automated workflow. More than just finding time to meet, Calendar Hero is an integral part of any business's website strategy, their selling strategy, and their customer success strategy. Whether a business relies on in-person appointments or phone calls or leading a Zumba class on Zoom, Calendar Hero can handle any of these types of meetings and more. Last year alone, we actually saw a dramatic shift to virtual meetings. We saw a 120 times more video meetings than the year before. And a business can add Calendar Hero directly to any web page to convert visitors into bookings instantly, whether they're video meetings or in-person meetings. Or they can share a Calendar Hero scheduling link in a LinkedIn message, or paste the preview of their real-time availability directly in an email inside of Google Mail. There's no more back and forth, there's no more complicated coordination, and there's certainly no overlapped meetings. Businesses that can successfully increase their booking rates bring in more revenue. Simple as that. Our advanced scheduling technology doesn't stop at the booking stage. When a customer makes an online booking, Calendar Hero can automatically route that booking to any team member based on their real-time availability. Businesses become more responsive, improve customer satisfaction, and boost positive online reviews. And of course, more revenue. Calendar Hero seamlessly integrates into Stripe payments, so businesses can easily collect online payments for their bookings at the exact same time. That means businesses get paid faster, even before the appointment actually happens. And don't worry, we'll actually automate refunds if the appointment can't happen or is canceled. Running a business is a full-time job. Scheduling, coordination, and management get in the way of that. So you can reduce no-shows and ensure that the clients show up on time with our automated meeting reminders. You can have rescheduling links that are added into every Calendar Hero event, clicked on by the client so they themselves reschedule without any of the back and forth and the delay talking to a human. You can also add unlimited calendars from Google, Microsoft, and Apple so that you can manage your real availability, including your personal life. With features like buffer timing and minimum scheduling notice, businesses can experience better ownership over their time and increase their work-life balance. In 2021 and beyond, there is no reason for a small business to go without automated scheduling. I stopped scheduling meetings manually and built the most advanced scheduler with my team. I want my time and my team's time to be spent on doing the work that we love, not getting burnt out and bogged down by endless scheduling tasks. So businesses can start to drive revenue and scale their business with Calendar Hero's flexible and feature-rich technology. So I'm excited to share that Calendar Hero is today available through the Vendastas marketplace. And now we're going to see a demo. I'm going to hand this over to our VP of Product, Jill Renwick. Thank you.
Hi there. Today I'm going to go over the Calendar Hero basics and show you how to spend less time organizing your meetings and appointments so that you have more time for meaningful work. Let's start off with the Calendar Hero dashboard. On the right, you'll have an overview of your upcoming meetings. To use the scheduling features, you will need to connect to Calendar so that Calendar Hero can automate scheduling on your behalf. You can think of Calendar Hero as an intelligent layer on top of your existing Google or Microsoft Calendar. Calendar Hero always knows when you're busy or free, so you don't have to. Calendar Hero not only syncs with your calendar, but also integrates with over 60 other third-party providers. For example, with a few clicks, you can add your favorite video conferencing or your go-to CRM. Let's head back to the dashboard. So your dashboard also provides an overview of your out-of-the-box meeting types. One of the first things you'll want to do as a new user is customize your meeting types. You can think of meeting types as automation templates for your meetings. They make it easy to personalize how you schedule. For example, if I'm a salon owner, I might want to make meeting types for different services or specific stylists. Or if I'm a busy consultant or sales rep, I likely want to create a meeting type for my discovery calls and then a different one for my high priority consultations. So let's jump right in. So with meeting types, you can customize basics, for example, like your scheduling link, your booking calendar, your duration. But the power of meeting types also really let you customize your availability. For example, the availability window, you can decide you might not want to be available on certain days of the week, or you want to customize your hours for certain meeting types. Settings like lead time, make sure that you're not booked last minute, and meeting limits allow you to actually specify when you've hit a max so that you don't accept any more of those meetings. Our powerful shared availability options, for example, like round robin, make it easy to distribute meetings to other team members based on availability. And for some appointments, you might want to collect payment while you're booking. Calendar Hero makes that easy with an integrated payment system. Overall, meeting types are powerful and make automation easy. Now let's quickly learn how to schedule a meeting. Calendar Hero actually supports several different ways to schedule, but one of the easiest ways is to simply use a scheduling link. Scheduling links are public URLs that you can easily share with anyone to book time with you. And each meeting type has its own custom link, so you can personalize it as needed. You can copy and share the link in an email or anywhere, and guests can easily self-book time with you. If you actually live in your inbox, you can take this even further. You can share available times with an easy to understand preview. Let's take a look at what the invitee experience looks like when you share a meeting type. So no matter how you share your availability, customers can easily find a time based on your availability. And Calendar Hero supports both one-on-ones and group meetings, so you can always meet with everyone required. So I simply select a preferred time slot, and then I'm asked for additional details. The great thing about Calendar Hero is you can also collect information during scheduling by adding custom form fields. It's an excellent way to ask customers questions when they schedule time with you. Let's quickly fill this out. And once your meeting is booked, all attendees are automatically updated and your calendar invites are also sent. So your calendar is always up to date. One of the great things about the booking pages is not only can you brand them with a custom logo and profile icon, but you can actually also embed them on your website. This means that your customers never leave your website when they're booking time with you. It's a great way to bring in leads while you sleep. It's that easy. Calendar Hero is smart scheduling software for modern business.
Vendasta empowers you to be the hero that every local business needs. Local businesses have so much information about their online presence that they need to understand at every step of the customer journey. Through Vendasta, this information is accurately consolidated in one client portal under your own branding. With this information, you and your clients will have the insights to influence each step of the customer journey using Vendasta's foundational products. Vendasta's foundational products are aligned to every step of the modern customer journey and work together to turn local business prospects into customers. From awareness, to findability, to reputation, to conversion, to advocacy. When you offer everything local businesses need, they'll trust you to move the needle for their business. With social marketing, you can see detailed information about your client's social presence and use social media to grow their audience. This year, we launched the new Clickable Bio feature that helps local businesses with e-commerce. Drive traffic from Instagram directly to your client's website and convert their followers into paying customers. Managing your client's social? We've made your workflows even smoother. Posts now automatically save as drafts when you disconnect an account. Save and see your contents as drafts on your calendar, and more easily create content reports for client approvals. Advertising intelligence brings information about your clients' ad campaigns under one roof to see what's working across various platforms. This year, we've made it even better through a new intuitive user experience, visual improvements, and multiple ad account connections for more complete reporting. What's next? Ad group level reporting. Organize ads by group to evaluate which ones work best within your ad campaigns. With our listing suite of products, you can empower your clients to own their data online, appear in local search, and keep their information up to date on key sources such as Google and Facebook. We've gone global. The new Listingsync Pro International plan adds relevant listing sources for locations in all countries. Listingsync Pro also has a multitude of improvements. Updated reporting table, individual listing score for each source, improved source tracking, revamped overview page, better data management. Now you and your clients can get data fast and make sense of it faster. Reputation management helps your clients build trust with customers by viewing information on their online reputation and improving it through monitoring and responding to online reviews. Reputation management has gone through some important upgrades this year: enhanced competitor monitoring, review grade in the executive report, and new and improved navigation. Reputation management works hand in hand with customer voice. Improve your client's online reputation by gathering authentic reviews from customers. This year, we've improved contact syncing between customer voice and customer list in Business App. Plus, we've been hard at work keeping up with telecom regulations to make sure all SMS reviews are sent to your client's customers in a timely manner. Your clients need a mobile-friendly site that delivers the information customers seek to make buying decisions, and that's where our website product comes in. Managing multiple WordPress websites is now a breeze. With the new website admin dashboard, you can see all the websites you manage, identify sites that require attention, and keep them up to date with a few clicks. Plus, with enhanced template workflows and e-commerce hot lead notifications, you can save even more time to focus on scaling your business. And finally, for all the developers out there, we're improving APIs to allow you to harness these foundational products to power your business. Soon, you will be able to select features and functionalities from our full stack to create unique and compelling technology. All the foundational products can be accessed by your clients through Business App. With just one login, clients get access to your configurable branded portal where they can see performance, manage their digital strategy, and grow their business. In 2021, we've worked hard on delivering a fast-loading, reliable experience for your clients via Business App. The executive report is automated reporting that helps you retain your clients longer. With an active product or a connection to Google, you can send great reports to all your clients without lifting a finger. Inbox is your client's new go-to hub for customer communication, included in Business App for partners in Canada and the USA. Your clients can claim a free local SMS number so their employees can collaborate to provide great sales and customer support from one place. In the future, expect your customer voice review requests and more chat integrations in Inbox. And soon, partners like you will be able to use Inbox, integrated right in the Vendasta platform, to chat with your clients and keep every aspect of your business in one place. Vendasta brings together the entire ecosystem needed by local businesses. Help them understand and match the customer journey. Build trust by providing data transparency and opportunities for client collaboration. Everything we do is to help local businesses thrive in the era of digital through you, our trusted partners. We know that when local businesses win, we all win.
Folks, our next speaker is responsible for Vendasta's long-term strategy and works to align the culture, organizational design, company metrics, and operations from those long-term objectives. Please welcome to the stage Vendasta's Chief Operating Officer, Jackie Cook.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jackie Cook. I'm Vendasta's Chief Operating Officer. And today I want to take you through a data pack presentation that's going to provide you with some killer tips for boosting your small business clients' technology adoption. As you know, at Vendasta, our vision is to drive local economies. Small businesses are the lifeblood of our communities. They give us our first jobs, they sponsor our Little League teams, and they make our cities great places to live and work. We help by providing you, digital experts, with the tools you need to help the small businesses in your area. But they're getting left behind. Research shows this. There's a chasm between the haves, those large companies with large budgets and boardrooms, and the little guys, the ones who are trying to keep their dreams alive. We need to help deliver technology that will help them win. So we dug deep into understanding what's preventing some businesses from adopting tools so we can help them overcome these barriers. Before I get into the juicy data, I want to begin by talking about this simple word. We've all heard it at some point in our business lives, especially as we're trying to attract new clients. But no isn't always no. In fact, sometimes the hardest part is actually getting to the no. You've likely heard some of these objections before. And as the old adage goes, you should treat objections as requests for further information. But I'd add a caveat, and that caveat is it's your job to understand why they are objecting. So let's take a step back from this example of client objections and look at the bigger picture. What's happening in our world that's making it harder for small business owners to say yes? If you can understand that, you might be able to turn an objection into an opportunity. Now let's zoom way out, 10,000 feet. If you look down from this vantage point, you can see a Grand Canyon-sized chasm. On one side, the small businesses. On the other side, enterprise companies. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development has written a policy brief that lays out key premise for what we know too well. Small businesses are much slower to adopt digital tools compared to large businesses. And these gaps affect job numbers, business profitability, and local economies everywhere. This data visualization helps explain the situation. The green stands for the larger companies, and the blue are the small firms, companies with fewer than 50 employees. It looks at the diffusion rate, which shows the percentage of businesses using these different categories of technology. The further out the radius, the higher the percentage of adoption. And in all of these categories, small businesses lag far behind. Now, as an example of this chasm, let's take a look at the CRM category. About 60% of the large companies have adopted a CRM. About 28% of small businesses have done so. Now, you may think small businesses don't need a CRM, but if you consider the way customers expect to be served in the future, this is just foundational. And while this data is from 2015 to 2018 and doesn't account for the technology adoption we've seen in the last 2 years, the OECD says this chasm just continues to grow. The report points out 3 challenges for small businesses that are contributing to the problem. SMBs have trouble financing intangible assets and putting aside budget for new tools. They also face infrastructure issues. The report specifically calls out digital connectivity, but we know all too well it's also the clutter of multiple logins, subscription, invoices, and user interfaces. Finally, they deal with a skills gap. They simply don't have the time or expertise to learn it all. Now, any entrepreneur knows that you need to understand your customers' problems to be successful. So let's walk through the ways to solve these 3 key challenges. First, let's talk money. Digital tools are intangible assets. A small business can't just go to the bank and use them to secure a loan. For the business owner, this can feel like a risky investment when you're in an unstable economy and you've never used these tools before. For software companies like ours, we've learned that freemium offerings are critical for building trust and proving value of an investment. Freemium allows you to provide basic or limited functionalities at no cost with the goal of capturing value once value is realized via an upgrade. Using freemium is part of a strategy that is called product-led growth. You let a digital product lead your strategy through the attraction, acquisition, and retention. We happen to have a suite of fundamental marketing tools for your clients to use via our business operating system, Business app. These are called Express products. We dug into some data on these tools to sort out just how effective they've been for partners in solving the rejection due to financial barriers. We compared two cohorts, SMB users who did not have access to Vendastas Express tools and those who did. This is what we learned. Users with at least one Express tool were 8 times more active in Business app weekly and 18 times more active monthly. This means that your potential and active clients are interacting with your brand at least 8 to 18 times a month. And if this doesn't prove the value right away, take a look at this. On the left are SMB users who use our freemium tools, and on the right are small businesses who do not. The chart shows the average paid product per account. Small businesses who have Express products have more paid digital products than those who do not. Providing these free tools leads to a greater paid product and service adoption. Small businesses have limited budgets, but if you can extend a hand and offer them a do-it-yourself opportunity to test your offerings or adjacent products, you can build trust and loyalty. But it takes time. On average, it takes about 91 days for small businesses to upgrade. Though for some solutions, this average is between 31 and 38 days. They need to build the habits and identify the opportunities on their own, and we need to be there when they're ready. This all leads us to the second challenge, which is infrastructure. Like you and I, small business owners are drowning in logins. They're trying to keep on top of online bills and charges, and they're working to learn and utilize different interfaces. Collecting all of their needs under one roof, one operating system, will help you retain your clients longer and combat client churn. Now, our data shows that offering more products to your users increases the likelihood of retaining them. Selling a small business one product has a retention rate of about 30% after 2 years. Selling that small business just one more product showed an increased retention rate to nearly 50%. While selling a small business 4 products shows a retention rate of nearly 80%. Solving more problems for these small businesses builds trust, and trust builds longevity. Jeff Koser and Amazing Stories told us their success story at the last Conquer Local Connect last summer. His Canadian comic book store was able to make $135,000 in online sales in less than a year, all while his business was disrupted with the pandemic. He relied on a partner and our website products to get his e-store off the ground. Fast forward to today. Well, maybe a few days ago, on Black Friday, and look at the way he's using the full complement of tools in Business app. He's applying discounts to his merchandise using Website Pro and WooCommerce. He's using social marketing and Clickable Bio to promote his deals on Instagram, using customer voice to email past customers to promote the sale, and Listing Builder to get his hours of operations updated. Lastly, he's got advertising intelligence to monitor his advertising spend. Now, this would be very difficult to manage at scale without the infrastructure to bring it all together. You need to show your clients the value of consolidation by providing freemium solutions under one login. Consolidation allows you to add more products, which retains clients for longer. But what about the skills gap? How do you ensure your small and medium business clients have the skills they need to successfully use their tools to grow their business and ensure that they're seeing value in the tools you're offering? You empower them with the expertise and the tools to learn, and you do it through client training. The goals of client training are threefold. Attract and retain clients at every stage of the customer lifecycle. Improve client experience by providing training that leads to value, and maximize the impact of your product and service within your client's business. Client training can come in many forms: live guided onboarding, self-paced learning, on-demand training material, certification programs, lunch and learn, webinars, think tanks. We're constantly amazed with how our partners are educating their local business customers to help them cross this chasm. We're happy to report that we've built white label training courses directly in the Vendasta business app to help. And our user behavior data proves that small business owners are interested in understanding the purchase path of their customers so that they might be more successful. The course points to the tools and services you're already providing. So let's recap. Just because a small business isn't willing to make a financial commitment right now doesn't mean you can't build a relationship. Offer them business app. Give them free tools to explore. They will more frequently interact with your brand to access their dashboard. You'll remain front of mind, and trust will build while you work with other customers. And there's data that helps prove the best times to check in with your prospects. Our research shows that business app users with Express products are more likely to upgrade to a paid version at around the 3-month mark window. Second, offer more products and services under a single operating system so that you can solve more of your clients' problems in a cohesive and scalable way, which leads to increased client retention. And finally, ensure that they have a learning path. Whether they learn at their own pace or they supplement that learning with individualized walkthroughs, you are still positioning yourself as the trusted expert they will turn to when they identify their own needs. By understanding the reason for your client objections, you're more likely to be able to provide them with the support they truly need. Now, this was just an overview of our research report, and I'm excited to share an advanced copy with you, our Conquer Local Connect audience today. In it, you'll be able to dig into the specific products that lead to the greatest upsell opportunities. Your small business clients may be facing financial, infrastructure, and skills challenges, but you're the hero who's best positioned to help.
Vendastas vendor division is focused on bringing you the best products and services to sell. Curate your offerings from our best-in-class selection and be the single most important piece of business for your customers. We recently had 5 monumental releases that flesh out the MarTech stack for you and your local business customers. Jazz HR, a powerful, user-friendly recruiting software built to help growing businesses find and hire the right talent fast. Streamline the entire recruiting process from candidate sourcing through to collaborative hiring. More than 8,000 businesses use Jazz HR to land great hires. Win more customers with a trouble-free website and ensure your business is easily found with Website Optimizer. Website Optimizer scans your website, updates your sitemap, and automatically indexes it on search engines. The result? More online visibility and a greater user experience. TapMango is a flexible and feature-rich customer loyalty and online ordering platform designed for restaurant and retail clients. TapMango fully integrates with the top POS systems, including Lightspeed, Shopify, Square, and many more. Their 5-star rating on Google and Capterra is proof of a trail of happy customers. Hike SEO is a powerful white label, do-it-yourself SEO toolset that enables any digital agency to sell and deliver SEO to their clients. It's simple to understand, step-by-step instructions walk you through the important actions to optimize a website for page 1 Google rankings. Easily offer SEO optimized blog content to your customers. With the Hoth's custom-built white label approval hub, you can seamlessly add blog content to your product suite with no additional hassles for you. Our vendor division is committed to bringing you exceptional products and services to sell. And in 2022, we're making the process of becoming a vendor even easier for you. We're also focusing on the service side. If you have an exceptional product or service, quickly gain access to global distribution and relevant leads in the Vendasta marketplace. Be the local hero for your customers, providing them with all the solutions that they need to make their business work. Their success is your success, and your success is our success.
Welcome back for our final session of the day. Next up, we have Shakia Abiwikrama, Vendastas Vice President and Divisional GM of Marketing Services. Running one of North America's largest digital agencies and being one of the top vendors in our platform, Shakia has learned so much about the digital services world, and she's going to share some of that with us here today. Welcome, Shakia.
Hi, my name is Shakia, the Divisional GM for Marketing Services here at Vendasta. At the beginning of the pandemic, I was washing my groceries before packing them into my cupboard. Everything felt gross. I felt like I could see the virus in the air. As we learned more and more about how COVID is transmitted, I stopped doing that. But there are a few things that I started doing that many people got into the habit of that will never be rolled back. What has happened is that consumer buying patterns have changed. In the beginning of the pandemic, it was fair to assume that some of these shifts would be temporary. But Google search interest reveals that many consumers have transformed for good. That means that the future of marketing is evolving, and as a result, we need to keep up with the transformation. 47% of consumers made their most recent purchase online, and e-commerce grew 27.6% worldwide in 2020. It's essential that retail sites deliver the best user experience possible. The pandemic has reinforced what brands and retailers should continue to focus on, enabling people to shop when they want to, how they want to, and where they want to, all the while providing a pleasant and frictionless experience. COVID-19 has caused massive disruptions around the globe, impacting what we choose to buy and how we choose to get it. So what can you do to make sure your customers don't get left out? Google gives 3 pieces of advice. Structure your teams and budgets to be omnichannel. Pay attention to pain points. Invest in your own website or app. Structure your teams and budgets to be omnichannel. Search is crucial across all regions and categories. Online reviews are more important than ever, and more people are actually buying online. While there has been an incredible rise of people buying online, the in-store experience remains important. For example, we see an average of 56% increase in people saying they will buy consumer packaged goods, CPG, online in the future. Yet, 66% of people still plan to shop in store. Another thing that was noted is that certain areas like finance and insurance, more than 70% of people still consider talking to a live customer service rep highly useful. Google's data backs our own data and insights taken from analyzing our own customer journey. Stores that had to close or shorten their hours during the pandemic, they needed to launch an online presence fast. It's not that these businesses didn't intend to go online, it just wasn't a priority before it was forced to become one. Business owners knew that one day they would need a successful e-commerce website, and then that day became right now. And while that was all going on, stores had to be present on many other channels. Customers reached out in droves, but this resurgence of local support and goodwill could easily be squandered if business owners didn't check their Facebook messages, read texts, log into their Twitter, and have someone available for delivery, have an ordering app, and more. Way more. Businesses need a single source of truth so that they can figure out if they're winning or losing across all of these channels. We know that people sometimes want to talk to a real person. That's not a surprise. We've all felt the frustration of seeking out an answer, only to be pointed in circles. Our marketing services team is established here in North America, and we added an India arm to help us move our fulfillment cycles faster and develop more expertise. That means that between marketing services and our support department, our channel partners now have nearly 24/7 support. Pay attention to the pain points. Most of us think that the best way to win people over is to push harder, to reinforce our big ideas, and to provide proof. But organizational psychologists say that more effective approach is to focus on the invisible challenges rather than new ideas. Remove friction rather than emphasize gain. There's plenty of research to back up that notion, yet most of us are drawn to the old model. Just push harder. Instead, let's focus on removing toil and simplifying the journey. Wherever customers are, brands need to provide support along the entire journey and remove hurdles along the way. Google found that more than 25% of consumers reported pain points like availability, payment issues, and customer support. By addressing barriers and providing superior post-purchase support, brands and retailers have an opportunity to provide additional value to consumers. One of our most essential metrics in estimating value delivered is to measure our resolution time. How long does it take for our teams to address a customer issue? It used to take us 2 to 3 days. Now our resolution time is down to 4 hours. That affects our Net Promoter Score, customer satisfaction, and retention. Invest in your own website or app across multiple categories. Brand websites or apps are among the stickiest of touch points throughout the journey. And considering that many people made an online transaction for the very first time during the pandemic, it is now more important than ever to deliver an excellent online experience. We know that the journey is not linear. Shoppers cycle through modes of exploration and evaluation known as messy middle before making a purchase. As shoppers explore and evaluate in the messy middle, they seek out inspiration, research product details, consider reviews, and compare prices. And it will always come back to website and search. It's not that businesses didn't believe e-commerce to be important before the pandemic. It was just one of many, many competing priorities. After the past 2 years, I don't think there's anyone that would debate the importance of having an intuitive website that delights customers. Having a website is akin to staying open, being there for your customers. We had to adapt too. In January of 2021, our average time to deliver a website was 15 days. That's not bad considering most agencies have a queue of taking several months, but it was not good enough. People were losing money every day that their doors were closed. And as each day passed by and they bled money, the chance of saving their business dwindled. We now have our days to go live down to just over 5. We did the same with other services as well. We went from taking 13 days to correct and create a business listing on essential sites down to 1. 9 days from responding to reviews just to 3. 17 days to get an approval on social calendar to 5. And 11 days to complete a blog just to 5. When you speed up delivery, quality can suffer. So we tracked our customer satisfaction rate intensely over the same time and actually found the opposite. Our customers went from being at 82% satisfied to 90% over the course of that same timeline. Customer expectations have changed, and you now need to deliver better digital solutions faster. That speed was an aha moment for us. We needed to close the gap between the time the SMB or your customer ordered something and when they got to experience that thing. How could we move up that moment of truth without sacrificing quality? The good thing is that our marketing services team, which is one of the largest, if not the largest digital agency in North America, learned some service delivery techniques that you can implement. It used to take us 3 months to build a website, and we were pretty proud to get that number down to 15 at the beginning of this year. But that wasn't enough. We realized that we had to get something out faster, even if it wasn't the final product. Be iterative. More than delivering, we started prioritizing value. Some businesses simply needed a name, phone number, and a way to get in touch to keep their doors open. That means that a home page up in 5 days was far more valuable to them than a beautiful multi-page site a few weeks later. Be adaptable. Those who are able to change and grow with whatever is thrown their way will be the ones who are successful. That might mean new products, new brand stories, and new tactics. Try events online. Take your services online. At first, all of us waited. Many of us had the same idea. Events can't be as productive or enjoyable if we were not all in the same room together. That may or may not be true, but online events saw a huge surge in popularity. Some things worked and others didn't, but brands across the world tried something. Cannes, Advertising Week, conferences, even Google Marketing Live went virtual. And so many service folks started delivering in virtual format, even therapists. As events were canceled in rapid, domino succession, while people were hungry for more content. While we figure out what sticks, we'll determine what events and services thrive better in a virtual format. Live events are making a return, but they'll look different. People will think twice about traveling when they can easily log in from their living room. And that means events will need to be tailored and deliver an experience that truly stands out. And finally, listen to your customers. They don't always know what they need, but they know what their problems are that need to be solved. When you obsess over their problems and not your solutions, you can truly deliver what they need and help them succeed. So what have we learned today? Structure your teams and budgets to be omnichannel. Online and physical experiences need to be consistent with the brand and provide a good experience. Pay attention to pain points. Remove friction and take sandpaper to your customer journey. Invest in website or apps. Search is essential. Every business needs to be online and findable. Be iterative. Prioritize value. Be adaptable. Change with your customers. Try events and services online. Meet your customers where they are. Listen to your customers. Be obsessed with their problems, not your solutions. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you learned something and enjoyed yourself. I'd love to hear your feedback. Reach out to me in the community. My name is Shakya, the Divisional GM for Marketing Services here at Vendasta.
He's intense, boisterous, and imaginative. Our final wrap-up comes to us from the corner office on the 15th floor. Ladies and gentlemen, Vendasta's CEO and co-founder, Mr. Brendan King.
Thanks, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I'm Brendan King, CEO and founder of Vendasta. Thank you for joining us here today at Conquer Local Connect. Before COVID, we had these events in person, Austin, Banff, San Diego, and they were amazing. It felt so great to connect with partners in person, to meet you, to hear your challenges, and more importantly, to find out how you overcome those challenges. When everyone moved online, we were disappointed. We thought we couldn't possibly experience the same value online as we have here in person, but we knew that we had to try. So we launched our first Conquer Local Connect event earlier this year, and we were blown away by the energy that you brought. That event taught us that doing this online could really be valuable. And I hope you found the same today. I certainly have. You know, we learned a lot today. At the Conquer Local panel, we got to hear from some of our partners who have made the Conquer Local community and academy so successful. It's clear that by engaging in the academy and the community, Vendasta partners are more likely to move the needle on those key business metrics. We heard from Roy that the most popular time to book appointments is Sunday from 4 to 8. That's a time when many businesses are closed, and Roy showed us how to make every second count and how to own your calendar rather than have your calendar own you. And we heard from Jackie about the technology chasm and how it's deepening for SMBs and how we can help address those needs. We need micro-certification and training, product-led growth and consolidation. And finally, we heard from Shakya that consumer patterns have changed and that the needle for services is increasing exponentially. The expectations and the way we deliver those services brings a return to customer satisfaction and ultimately an obsession with your customers' problems. You need to deliver expert services and you need to be fast. And that was all great content. And maybe the most exciting part was telling you about all our recent and upcoming releases. Releases like the LinkedIn badges in the Academy, local SEO and the snapshot, the beta launch of the Proposer Builder, the acquisition of Calendar Hero, the website admin dashboard, inbox, and new vendors that are just bringing some of the things that I was really excited to hear about. So, how about some predictions? What's to come? I think that 2022 will be a return to normal. We'll either beat this COVID thing or we're going to learn to live with it. People will take off their masks and they're going to come to life. As businesses reopen, there's going to be more opportunity than ever for advertising and marketing. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is now used to e-commerce. Things are never going to return to the way they were before. We saw a decade's worth of digital adoption in just a few months, and those customer behaviors are here to stay. I actually predict there'll be a shift in how local businesses use technology and the data and systems that flow through that technology. The theme is really convenience, and that doesn't stop at food delivery. That means having usable data surfaced in an actionable way without digging through multiple technologies trying to figure it out. Businesses need big data and AI to work on their back end so that when they log in, they see the data that is hyper-specific to their business goals and needs. It's never been more evident that businesses and marketing need to stay agile in their approach to the market. They need to shift to trends and events and adapt to stay alive. The stack of technologies these businesses use and need are going to grow and change frequently, and their expectations about how they access those technologies are going to come back to convenience, speed, and ROI. The growth in e-commerce and digital marketing has been tremendous. Some businesses failed, many found new, incredible opportunity, and this is just the new landscape. If you or your customers haven't made the digital shift, it's not too late. There's still time to get online and get with it. You haven't missed the boat. That adoption is a large part of what we focused on here today. So thank you so much for joining us today. Jeff, what's next?
Thanks for that wrap, Brendan. Don't forget to complete the local SEO Hero course in the Academy to claim your prizes: a Google My Business listing and the verification claim, 10 review responses, a free pro version of the local business online toolkit, and a 25% discount on the Calendar Hero team plan. Oh, and early access to Inbox. If you're gunning for the grand prize, which adds an additional website, additional products, and an Apple Watch, share your badge on LinkedIn and tag Vendasta to be entered. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We'll be looking for your feedback next week so you can let us know how we did. We're also going to be sharing our 2022 customer report survey next week. It's going to be a little longer, but if you can give us a few minutes of your time to complete it, we're going to be sharing the insights with all participants after the new year and then right after the new year. Thank you all for tuning in. Now we've got a special community session ready for you. Let us hear what you thought. Interact with Vendasta partners. The link is posted in the chat, so head over there to lock down some awesome prizes, conversations, and insights. Have a great day, everyone, and let's conquer local.